Okay, next up, we have a band that you guys have never seen before. They are called the Stampede. So give it up for the Stampede!
It's a song.
I'm basically a storyteller, so what I'm going to do is tell you guys all the strange experiences I've had in my life, and I can try and fit into 10 minutes. Who here has been to, like, one of those parties they don't feel welcome at? Okay, so I'm not alone. My friend, she got a new house down in Framingham, and I don't have a driver's license, so I spent about 3 hours taking the trains through Boston. I wasted about $40 each way. I got down there, I knew like 2 people. I walked into the party, I was like, wow, this is awesome. I like know nobody here, there's beer. I'm walking around, I'm going, shit. And mind you, before this party started, I had eaten like the better part of a large pizza, so I spent like half the night drinking and I still could not get drunk. By the end of the night, I was like, what the fuck do I have to do to get buzzed? It was so bad. And then, mind you, it was a toga party. And they just told us to bring sheets because nobody really knows how to tie a toga. I guess that kind of went out of style like 2,000 years ago. I bring one of my twin extra long sheets from my room, and mind you, I'm 250 pounds and 6'2". A twin extra long sheet basically turns into spandex when you try and turn it into toga. I'm walking around the party, I feel like I'm in like Girls Gone Wild video, I'm like trying to hold my boobs in, I'm like, oh. Just like one of the worst experiences of my life. And we're downstairs playing beer pong, right? And I'm just like, fuck. I had no hand-eye coordination whatsoever. And halfway through the night I lost my glasses, which makes it even worse. I'm legally blind. When I'm without my glasses, I'm walking around the house going... And then... Mind you, I know this is the awkward part for me, and I'm not really sure if any of you guys have gone through a similar experience, but I knew 2 of the people there, both girls, and literally half the night, one of them spent the entire night trying to fuck me. I know guys go, hey, that's an awesome experience, why didn't you go through with it? And I'm like, I've only known her for a year, but I've known she's like done the entire town of Framingham. I'm like, I walked into the party, I'm like, okay, persona non nuki. I'm going around the entire party that night, and she wouldn't get her hands off of me, because apparently when she's drunk, she's all touchy-feely. Yeah. And mind you, it gets to about 1:30 at the party, and somebody thought, hey, it's a good idea to give her chicken nuggets to try and sober her up. Never, ever, ever do that. Let's just say Captain Morgan's doesn't mix well with chicken nuggets. Yeah, she starts like throwing up really bad, like really, really, really bad. And mind you, because I'm literally the closest person to her, I get stuck on hair holding duty. And if you've ever gotten stuck on hair holding duty, it's not fun. Whatever buzz you have is immediately gone. And you know what? By 2 o'clock, I had just given up on the toga. It's only covering the waist now. I'm just walking around topless. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen me without a shirt on, but I wouldn't recommend it. I wake up every morning and I look in the mirror and I go, what the fuck did I eat last night? Here I am laughing at my own jokes. How pathetic is that? So you missed the best part of the party. It gets to 2 o'clock and the cops show up. Woo! And I swear to God, the second the cops pull outside with the lights out, everybody in the house turns into Anne Frank. Everybody just disappears into the woodwork and you never hear anything. And of course, my good friend Nick, the only one there who's basically old enough to legit buy booze, the cop points him out and goes, hey, is this a college party? He goes, yeah. And the cop goes, all right, well, shut the fuck up. Neighbors are complaining about noise. He goes, okay, thank you. And he says back to him, I'd haul all you guys in, but there's 30 people here and I only have one cop car. And at that point, I realized that Framingham cops are awesome. You guys like that, huh? I got up on the stage, I'm like, oh, fuck, this is gonna suck. I had no idea that people would actually enjoy my stories. Give me a minute, I gotta think of another one. Do we have anybody that were freshmen in fall of 07? Anybody? Alright, do you guys remember the speech they gave us? The alcohol speech, like Thirsty Thursdays, Fucked Up Fridays, remember that? Oh, they do it every year? I thought they did it just for art class because, when I was graduating from high school, art class was known as the Alcoholics. So we get into the auditorium, they start giving the speech, and after they get done with the speech, they ask somebody to raise their hand and tell their story about alcohol. And of course, I'm the dumbass that puts my hand up first. I put my hand up, and she goes, tell me a story about alcohol. And, I told the story about the first time I ever got drunk. Mind you, it was a pretty good story, but we go up to my buddy's sister's house in New Hampshire, and we get there, and we start getting drunk, mind you. I know that's a politically correct term? Is that politically correct? Can I say that on the stage? Yeah, fucked up, thank you. We start drinking and all this other shit, and we're in the auditorium. I paused there for a second. My bad. My memory sucks. I start telling the story to her, and I get to the point where, mind you, how the guy comes over to the microphone, and he won't hold the microphone, but he'll hold it close to you. He's like leaning over like 12 people. I'm like, yeah, this one time I was drinking, and he finally puts the mic close to my face, and at the very second I say, I love alcohol, the mic goes from not working to blaring, and it just comes blaring out of the speakers. And mind you, my mother's sitting in the back of the audience. My mother's watching me tell the story about the first time I got drunk, and she's just sitting in the back seat going... I get a call after I get out. She goes, we're going to talk to you. I'm not going to talk to you about that on the way home. And I go... And you know how parents do that, like, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed? If anybody, it's worse than saying you're pissed off at somebody, because then you just spend the entire day going, my parents hate me. Alright, before I screw something up, I think that's going to be the end of my... Good night.